Okay, this is what's for supper on Sunday night. I was reading a book and it talked about this salad, and it's just lettuce with chunks of papaya, pineapple, blueberries, and almond slivers. And then I use this dressing, if I can find it. I don't know where the dressing went. There it is. Okay, so Wishbone Superfruit Berry Vinaigrette. And I just stirred it up with that. And then we grilled hot dogs. And I have two little girls that are going to kill each other.
I'm not little.
Oh, two big girls.
Hey!
two almost teenage girls.
She's
one teenage girl. So, that's what's for supper tonight on Sunday night. This is what's for supper on Thursday night. We are doing pulled pork and then cucumbers with dill dip. Tonight is Friday night and we're doing pizza night. And this is a box gluten-free pizza crust that I got at Hy-Vee today. It was $3.99 and it has oregano and cheese. I just shred the cheese up and put it in there, but that looks really good. And then for the rest of us, I'm doing French bread pizzas. And then I'm going to do for the pizza sauce, I'm going to do barbecue sauce. And then the I almost dropped it. The leftover pulled pork that we had 2 nights already this week. So I got 3 meals out of that pulled pork freezer meal from this month. And then on top, I'm going to do a red onion from our garden. And I'll shred up some cheddar cheese and do that on the top. So getting that ready, we're headed to the football game tonight. It's the first home game for our high school this year. So pizza night, family night is what's kicking off the weekend. Okay, I am making homemade sloppy joes tonight, and I double the recipe for our family so that way we have leftovers. So I have browned 2 pounds of hamburger, and I diced up, probably half an onion in with it, and then salt and pepper. And I'm just letting the grease drain and it to cool off just a little bit before I add it back into the pan. Okay, I have it back in the pan and I sprinkled some garlic powder over it. It calls for, let's see here, 1/4 of a teaspoon, but I just sprinkled however much I wanted. And then we like garlic. And then I'm going to add 2 cans of tomato sauce. They're each 8 ounces, so 16 ounces altogether. And I'll stir that up. Next, I add 12 ounces of chili sauce. Okay, so that's in there. And then 2 tablespoons of mustard. Okay, I've added the mustard, and then I also added 2 tablespoons of just plain white vinegar. And now I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Okay, so everything's added, and I'm just going to stir it up really well and then let it simmer for about 20 minutes, and then it'll be ready. Okay, and it's all ready to go. So this stuff tastes a lot better than like the canned sloppy joe mix, and I will leave the recipe down below, and let me know if you give it a try and what you think of it. Okay, I am working on these peanut butter balls. I lost this recipe, and I'm so excited that we found it again. And I have in here 1.5 cups of peanut butter and 1 cup of honey. I had to have the recipe because this peanut butter was only 1.5 cups and it called for 3 cups. So I just used the whole container. It's a 16-ounce container. And then I use raw honey. So, I don't know, that's 24 ounces. I didn't quite use all of it. Obviously, I didn't even use half of it. So I'm going to stir this together and then add in the powdered milk and oats. Okay, I'm dumping in 2.5 cups of the powdered milk. Here, I can pour this. And then I use the Pampered Chef cookie scoop to make these into balls and then freeze them. And we just pull them out of the freezer and let them thaw for a couple of minutes. And that's, they're really good and pretty healthy, you know, for a snack, and the kids really like them. Okay, and now I have 3 cups of just quick oats in here, and this is when it gets tricky because it gets really, really thick. But you want to make sure you get it stirred up really good, and then I'll show you how I, just freeze them then. So, okay, and here they are. This came out to costing me about 24 cents per peanut butter ball, and oh, I almost dropped the camera again. It's a little pricey for a snack, but you only need one. At least I only need one. So, and it's a nice clean eat snack. We're going back to more clean eating here with Elle and her gluten, and I'm like borderline pre-diabetic stuff, so I have insulin issues right now, so, and high blood pressure, so we're trying to get healthy, and the whole family needs to. So I'm trying to do it on a budget, on our tiny budget, so we'll see how that goes, and I'm looking forward to sharing more recipes. I had mentioned in yesterday's vlog that AJ can't take peanut butter anymore to school due to a severe allergy in the building. So today I did homemade Lunchables, and I had also mentioned that I wanted to start feeding the family healthier. So I got ham that has no nitrates or like MSGs added, and then I did blocks of cheese I just cut up, and then some like off-brand Ritz crackers, and then pineapple is what him and Em got today for their lunch. Oh, along with a granola bar. This is what's for supper on Tuesday night. I made homemade sloppy joes, and I don't eat a bun, so I just mix my green beans in with it. And I forgot to do last night's. So for Monday it was a freezer meal, and it was lasagna roll-ups. So and they're just in there. It was sauce and cheese and meat. So that's what we had on Monday night. Okay, I don't know if I've showed you this trick before, but to shred my chicken, I just put it in the bowl when it's warm, just out of the oven. I waited maybe 5 minutes. And then with the paddle attachment on the KitchenAid, I just turn it on, and it just shreds it up. So it's a real easy way to get it shredded. The longer it's in there, the finer it will be. Like right now, it's more choppy, but I want a little finer. I'm making a vegetable lasagna, and I thought I'd add some chicken to it tonight for supper. Okay, so there I have it all shredded up, and I'll just put it into a container, and it'll be ready to go when I get the lasagna prepared during the little snack time today. This is what's for lunch on Saturday. This was supposed to be supper last night, but we ran out of time and ended up just grabbing something real quick on the way to the movies with some girls. So I did grilled hot dogs, and then I grilled watermelon. We've never had that before, but I've heard people talk about it, so we'll see how we like it. And then just some fresh cucumber and peppers. This is what's for supper on Sunday night. I was making this for Thursday night, and then the mister ended up working late, so we just had sandwiches. So I just saved this for Sunday night. But it's vegetable chicken lasagna, and so far I have layers of eggplant and yellow squash and zucchini. And then I cooked up and shredded some chicken, so I'm going to put that on next. And then I'll do cottage cheese. I have cottage cheese, and then I'm going to shred mozzarella and pepper jack, I think. I'm going to do pepper jack. I don't know. We'll see. And then bake it. Okay, so I did 2 layers of the 3 veggies, the cottage cheese, the chicken, and then I mixed mozzarella and pepper jack cheese. So now I'm going to put it in the oven. I have the oven set at 375, and I'll bake it for, I'm going to try 30 minutes and see how it turns out. So I'll let you know if we like it and what the kids think. So this is gluten-free, healthy, and hopefully it'll be a family thumbs up meal. Okay, so here's the lasagna that we're having on Sunday night. It's really juicy, so we'll let you know. And then we have watermelon left over from yesterday. This is what we had for supper. I keep having a hard time remembering to film this. So we grilled hot dogs, and then I got a special treat at the store. I got name brand sour cream and onion. They were on sale, so got those. And then out here I'm doing desserts, which I hardly ever do. Well, hopefully it turns out. So I am grilling up some peaches. I have to go get AJ from football, so hopefully they'll be ready when I get back from that and everything. So that is what we had for supper on Tuesday night. This is what's for supper on Sunday night. I did our barbecued, grilled, whatever, hamburgers with the pepper jack cheese. And then for mine, I did barbecue sauce and then some of the crispy onion straws that are in like the salad section. At least they're at our store. And then I made homemade sweet potato fries and baked them. I drizzled them with olive oil. They're like cut up in the pan. And I drizzled them with olive oil and sprinkled sea salt on them and baked them at 425 for about 25 minutes. And then when they were done, I sprinkled some Parmesan, basil, and oregano cheese on them. I got this at Walmart, like a big container of it for $2. So, doing that, and then our store also had a huge watermelon for $2. So, I got one of those and cut up half of it for supper tonight.